For the first 2 years of practice, I thought I was meditating, but eventually I realized that I couldn't be in my body. I was running away, and running away was a pattern that I had repeated my whole life. Although it was healthier on a cushion than elsewhere, it was still running away. I also ran back to the books, CDs, podcasts, and talks with more experienced folks in my Sangha. Over time, I realized that I was spending more time with the supportive things rather than being mindful in my own body. But the books aren't the practice. The CDs aren't the practice. The podcasts aren't the practice. Even the inspiring talks with others aren't the practice. I had to keep repeating this for a time. As great as all these things are, they play a supporting role in the practice. It's as if I used them as an escape for 2 years, because doing the real practice was too difficult and too painful. Although I know that everything is the practice, I ended up relying on these things too much, or maybe even as a harm reduction. I've been running away from my trans body for as long as I can remember, before and after my physical transition. It wasn't until I had a private meeting with one of the teachers that a light bulb went off in my head. The teacher said something to the effect that I should try and remember what my old body felt like and what my new body felt like. There was no doubt that this teacher planted a seed that I could possibly work with. As I continued to sit with my visualizations of my pre-transition body, I was able to send it some metta. I was able to grieve a body that somehow had both been mine and also never been mine. I was able to have compassion for all the ways I suffered with that body and had caused suffering to myself because of it. The concept of anatta, or non-self, has been a big struggle for me, especially early on in my practice. I felt myself getting defensive with my teacher and having my guard up about it. Knowing ourselves fully and authentically, and accepting ourselves just as we are, gives us the space to start to release the sense of self. Our relative identities, all the categories that we occupy in daily life, are important and worthy, but there is also ultimately nothing there to identify with. Not Kevin, but Kevining.